And we would cover and discuss some details here in this coverage. Well, let's discuss some details. The turnover between Kazakhstan and Turkey in 2022 amounted $4.3 billion. It's 44% more than previous year. And of course, that exports from Kazakhstan to Turkey amounted $4.8 billion, mostly crude oil, gas, and different minerals. And import from Turkey to Kazakhstan amounted $1.5 billion, mostly textile and pharmacy. So it's a positive trade saldo for Kazakhstan, which is quite nice, I suppose. This year, the dynamic slowed down a little bit, and in first 9 months of 2023, trade turnover between Kazakhstan and Turkey amounted $4.4 billion. And of course, again, mostly positive trade saldo for Kazakhstan. So, and relationship between two countries is quite good. I just to remind that Turkey was the first to recognize an independence of Kazakhstan Republic, December 16th, 1991. Since then, we always had very good diplomatic, economic, and political relationship. And the turning point was 2009, when former President Nazarbayev and Prime Minister of Turkey actually signed some sort of a treaty agreement of strategic partnership in Ankara, Turkey. 3 years. We'll discuss details a little bit later. We have right now our own Dauren Isagulov in the airport of Astana. Now he follows an arrival of President Tokayev. Dauren, what is happening back there in the airport?
Hello, Gazis. It's good to hear you. Yes, we are here right now at the international airport in Astana. The plane of the President of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, just arrived, just landed. We're still waiting his plane to come closer to us, so we'll be able to see him face to face, I must say. Yes, the Turkish leader arrived in Kazakhstan to participate in the upcoming summit of the Organization of Turkic States. The main part of the summit will begin tomorrow, on November 3rd. It is expected that the issues of cooperation in the field of economics, trade, transport, customs will be discussed. In addition, the leaders will exchange views on political and economic process in the region. I would like to know that following the results of the summit, the chairmanship of OTS will pass from Uzbekistan to Kazakhstan. I must say that it is actually a 10th anniversary of the summit. Beside the Turkish leader, the summit will be attended by other leaders of Turkic states. It's the leaders of Kyrgyzstan, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, and two countries, Turkmenistan and Hungary, act as observer countries. I must say, in August this year, speaking in a military academy in Ankara, Recep Tayyip Erdogan noted that the Organization of Turkic States is gaining significant weight in the current difficult geopolitical situation, geopolitical conditions. He said, because today, more than ever, we need to cooperate. We need platforms for multilateral cooperation. Right before me, you can see there's a car of President of Turkey. If you can see, yes, it is waiting for President Erdogan to come off the plane. Okay. Yes. The plane is already arrived to the international. Yes, the plane is already arrived to the Astana International Airport. It will be here right before us, I think, in a couple minutes. Okay, I think we can wait.
Daurian, sorry, I have one question. We know that just today Prime Minister Orban of Hungary, the Deputy Prime Minister Jumangarin met him actually at the airport. Who now is meeting President Erdogan of Turkey in an airport? Prime Minister or his deputies?
It is already confirmed that Recep Tayyip Erdogan will be greeted by Prime Minister of Kazakhstan, Alihan Ismailov himself. He's already here and waiting for the Turkish leader to come off the plane.
Because Turkey is actually a strategic partner for Kazakhstan.
The plane is almost here. Let me remind you that earlier, in the beginning of October, President Tokayev had a telephone conversation with the head of Turkey. Two presidents discussed preparation for tomorrow's summit. The state leader reaffirmed the commitment to further strengthening a strategic partnership between two countries. Yes. Well, it is colored in a, it's a big beautiful plane colored in red colors of Turkish flag. The President Erdogan will be here in a minute. Let me remind you that earlier President Tokayev said that Turkey is the country's most important partner. Yes. Now the internal trade, as my colleague said earlier, internal trade turnover of the O2C member countries is $27 billion, and it's quite significant number, isn't it? By the way, in 2021 it was only $21 billion, and two delegations are already here, and you can see the ramp. It is prepared for the President Erdogan arrival. I think we can come closer to the plane. Yes, it's a plane by Turkish airline, I guess, colored in a colors of Turkish national flag, mostly red. Okay. The guard of honor is already here to greet the Turkish leader. I think we can come closer to the plane, don't we? plane is already here, and the president of Turkey will be met not only by Prime Minister, but the cold weather of Astana, cold November weather. And here you can see from my right shoulder the Prime Minister of Kazakhstan, Alikan Smailov. He is already ready. He's ready to meet Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and here he is, the Turkish leader himself. Some kind of confusion at the exit of the plane. We're still waiting him to step off the ramp. The Prime Minister Alikan Smailov is already right before the plane. And let me remind you, dear viewers, that Turkish leader here is he is here to participate in the upcoming the summit of Organization of Turkic States. The summit itself will take place tomorrow on the November 3rd, and the delegation is here. The Turkish delegation is here. I'm not sure if I can see the Recep Tayyip Erdogan. If we don't mind. Okay, the Turkish delegation is here, but I'm not sure that I can see the Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Here you can see the greetings of Turkish delegation.
Efendim buradan yürüyeceğiz.
Все туда-обратно пойдут.
Куда?
Успейте туда перейти.
Да-да-да.
Şu an başındayız. Tamam, tamam. Teşekkürler.
The president of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, just arrived, and here he is. The president of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, just arrived to Kazakhstan. You can see him coming down from the plane, and he will be greeted here by Prime Minister of Kazakhstan, Alihan Smailov. Both men already met, and now you can see them shaking hands. Recep Tayyip Erdogan just took the flowers from the Kazakhstan delegation. Here you can see both men talk to each other. Probably they're discussing tomorrow the summit of Organization of Turkic States. Let me remind you that Erdogan will be participating tomorrow on the summit, along with his colleagues from other Turkic countries, Kyrgyzstan, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, and 2 countries members like Hungary and Turkmenistan. Now Turkish leader is shaking hands with a delegation, Turkish delegation. Now we both slowly coming to the car of the president of Turkey. President Erdogan just arrived to Kazakhstan. Seems like they have a very interesting, intense talk, Alihan Smailov and Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Of course, it would be nice to know what both men now discussing, but we can see the smile on the face of the Turkish leader. It means that everything is all right, everything goes according to a plan. And now you can see once again both men shaking their hands, and Recep Tayyip Erdogan is now okay. Now you just witnessed the arrival of President Erdogan. Now he is just sat on his car and will be moving away from the international airport in Astana. The international airport of Astana just welcomed the Turkish leader. As I mentioned earlier, he's here with one peculiar goal. He's going to participate in the upcoming Organization of Turkic States, which is going to take place tomorrow. Yes.
Thank you very much, Daurin Sagulov. Indeed, it was very interesting coverage, thank you very much. And now we need to discuss some small details. Of course, we know that last week President Tokayev and President Erdogan, they actually had a phone call, and during this phone call, President Erdogan, as Turkish mass media reports, actually insisted that Turkic state organization must discuss the situation in Gaza Strip, what happens there with Israel, etc. And it would be a very interesting discussion because we know that Turkish president actually backs the Palestinians, supports Palestinians, and demands stop of military invasion to Gaza Strip. At the same time, Kazakhstan condemned the terrific terroristic attack of Hamas against Israel, and at the same time proposed for Israel to abstain from use of force against the civil population. And we know that there are very good relationship between Azerbaijan and Israel. Actually, Israel supplied a weapon to to Azerbaijan this year and previous years in its military operation in Karabakh. And right now the Azerbaijani oil company is SOCAR going to work and try to find, to explore an oil in the sea near to Israel. So it's very complex situation, as we know. So what argument would be discussed? We'll see it tomorrow. Very interesting question. And also we know that both Kazakhstan and Turkey are both multi-vectoral countries. For example, Turkey works not just only on Turkish state organization direction, but also it's a NATO member, and it works it works with country around it, with the partners around the Turkey, and also Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan has a good relationship with China, Russia, and others. But we have, as I also mentioned in the beginning of this program, that we have a very good trade turnover, more than $6 billion, which is nice. And also Turkey invests a lot of money in many spheres in Kazakhstan. Last year, when in October 2022, President Erdogan came here to Astana, actually he again and again, he always says that Turkey supports an independent sovereignty and territorial integrity of Kazakhstan, and Turkey is a strong guarantor of Kazakhstan security. So it's also strong security partner. Last year, President Tokayev visited Ankara, Turkey, with a state visit. It's the highest level of political visit, and a lot of very important strategic documents were signed. And also when President Erdogan came here to Kazakhstan last year, also the same amount of documents was signed. So a relationship between two Turkic states are very close, very strong, and very important for both countries. Okay. That's all for now. We'll discuss the summit of Turkic states tomorrow. Stay with us and watch this channel. It was Silk Road TV channel, international broadcast from Astana. Goodbye.